Yo, what's up guys? So today we are here back over in the driveway, not in the garage. We're working on the Corolla, gonna fix the 86. So when I bought it, you can kind of see it on video that it has a lean to it. I'm pretty sure the previous owner, he cut the springs. He was like making it a drag car. He wanted to make it a drag car, and it's been driving me crazy just the way it looks with the rake. That's what they call it, a rake. And so we're gonna be lifting up the back and cutting the rear springs just a little bit. I know cutting the springs isn't like the best thing to do, but it's gonna get us by until we can buy some coilovers and new springs and everything. So also Trent is at work. I was hoping we could get a video film together, but he's been waiting on his wheels. He ordered the Mark 1s. I don't know if we said that before, but I just spoiled it. But yeah, keep saying keep an eye out for S13 hatch content, but still hasn't came. But trust me, it'll be here this summer for sure. He's ready to drop the bag on a bunch of parts. So let's get this shit started. All right, so we have the car all up on jack stands in the rear. I have both wheels off and everything, so we can get access to the spring and everything. We have to take the shock off first, so there's just this bolt on both sides, and then that'll slide off, and then we should be able to lower the axle down enough to get the springs out, and then we'll trim them up a little bit. This side has a different washer or something, different cap. I don't know, kind of weird, but there we go. Lower this puppy down a little bit more. Let's see where we can get it. Now it should be hanging by, say, the 4-link or the whatever, whatever's left attached here. So this should be, it's still pretty snug. I don't know. Might have to mess with this. Go. One spring out. This side's way easier than the other. I'll also say this, there's right here JDM Sport. I googled that and it just came up with an eBay listing. They're like $50 drop springs or some sort of that. So that probably explains why they're like dog shit. So I'm gonna get the other one out and then we'll cut it. Boom, number 2. I have both the coils out. I went ahead and measured it and dropped it. It's gonna be about a 2-inch drop, maybe a little bit more. If you're curious on how this works, you measure the overall length. So this was 11.5 inches, and then every 1 inch is 2-inch drop. So I measured up to 12.5, and I came in about right here. So we're gonna cut it there, and hopefully it make the car sit level again, so it doesn't have that hideous rake. Take pretty much one coil off. You can see it's just a hair over. Get these in the car. Hopefully they going fine and it gets a lot better. Both springs are back in. This is actually a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. So I do believe now I just got to jack up the axle a little bit, put the shocks back in, put the bolts, you know, back on, and wheels and everything lower back down, and we'll see the results. Hopefully they're good. Now it is time for the moment of truth to see if we actually destroyed this this car by cutting the springs. I highly doubt it, but let's lower her down. Okay, dude, way better. Oh my god, way better. Holy shit, this is way better. Look at that. It I guess it still has a little bit rake. On the other side though, it looks way better. We'll go over here. Compared to what it was, hell of a lot better. I could probably take a little bit more out, but I can live with this. This actually worked out way better than I thought. Gonna hit the toge real soon, you know what I mean? Hit them back roads in this thing now that I don't think it's looking like trash. Compared to what it was, it's a lot better. I'm gonna leave the springs cut like that until I get coils. I'm planning on either getting BC's or AE86 suspension setup for this all the way around. Maybe Swift springs if we can fit it into the budget. You know, we're already spending a lot on the studio here. If you guys liked the video and want to see more 86 content, I'm gonna be working on the car a whole lot more. Got a ton of plans for it. Also, like I said, T's wheels are coming in real soon, and we're gonna be doing all that. He's gonna be ordering coilovers. So just subscribe to the Sakito Kids YouTube channel here. Follow us on Instagram. It'll be after this or down in the description. And mad respect if you made it to the end of the video. Thanks, peace.
It's murder she roll. All of my mans got smoke. This ain't a joke. Ballin' every season, I can never go and fold. No, no. Creeping they cut like a roach. I put that on my mama so you know that I'm sold. It's glory and gold, no glory and told.